Are you guys excited? 3 days away. Every day for the past 2 weeks, I start my day playing YMCA. The inauguration is going to be wonderful. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. Going to be lots of wonderful people there.
Leave the impersonation to Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
So I'm going to probably get fried chicken every night.
Yeah,
So, did you almost just say my N-word?
well, I was going to say my brother.
And it's weird because we were talking about chicken.
But I do have a joke for you. It's not appropriate, but fuck it, we'll get canceled. So
No one watches us anyway.
So black guy goes into Staples. He needs to make colored copies of, a thing that he's putting on telephone poles. He's having a yard sale this weekend. So he walks up to the store clerk and says, "Excuse me, sir, can you tell me where the colored copier is?" And it looks at him and says, "Bro, it's 2025. You can use whichever copier you want."
That wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be.
The topic for today is LA wildfires, right?
Yeah. Are they out yet? Or are they still going?
I haven't seen anything.
No.
Everybody's talking about Trump and the presidency.
Yeah, it's
and
kind of like
and
last week.
Israel.
That's all my TikTok feed was. And now it's like the only thing I've seen recently was a video. Someone videoed Mel Gibson. Like he leans over to Russell Brand and he's like, and Russell Brand goes, "Australia?" Yeah, and he goes, and he's like, "No, in Malibu."
That's a good one. In Australia.
But I don't think it was meant as a joke. It's like dead ass serious.
Well, to kind of get on a serious note, there's relief that needs to happen for the people who have lost their homes. There's a lot of celebrities that have lost their home, and we don't know if insurance is going to cover it.
Well, yeah.
So I thought we could do our part and help, the American Red Cross or whoever. When they do these relief things, they need like a theme song.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I'm not saying we write a song, but we could give some ideas of popular. No. So I was thinking like you have Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire." "Come On Baby, Light My Fire" by The Doors.
Okay.
This is probably my favorite one. "That Girl's on Fire." Alicia Keys.
Yeah. Or, hold on. Another one came to my head.
"I fell into a burning ring of fire."
That one, or "Light it up, 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 light it up."
Oh, I didn't have that one.
We're on fire.
That's a good one. I didn't have that one. That's by the Imagine Dragons, right?
The roof is
Who
on
sings that?
fire.
It's
We don't need no
one of
water.
the punk emo bands.
No, that's what the Gavin Newsom must be singing. "We don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn."
That's a good one. I had it's not really catchy, but Bruce Springsteen's "I'm on Fire."
Okay.
It's more of a slow song.
All right.
Pink's "Just Like Fire."
Ooh.
Or Katy Perry "Firework."
Ooh, I like "Firework." That's a good one.
I like "That Girl's on Fire." I don't even know if that's the actual title.
That city's on fire.
No, I still like "That Girl's on Fire" thing. Just show girl burning.
Now, all right, on a more serious note, there are some, that aren't, the rich that have lost their homes. However, how many years have they been saying that it's going to take one spark and that whole city is going to go up?
They have been saying that for quite some time.
Why do you think insurances have canceled the fire part of the homeowners insurance?
I'm just saying, I feel bad for the people in North Carolina more.
I do.
Everyone's like, "What about us?"
Nuts.
And apparently, they're still living in tents and fucking
death everywhere.
10 to 15
Is it
degrees.
still
Smells
bad?
like fucking death.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, so I mean, our viewers know we have somewhat of a new format. We got some videos we're going to watch, kind of offer reactions. I think there's like 3 of them, and they're relatively short. Well, the one is where Gavin Newsom was on a podcast. The first one I have is the LA mayor.
This bitch should be fired.
Hey, hit the fucking likes on this because we're switching our format up since you guys fucking hated our podcast for the last year.
Facts.
So at least fucking like this one. Jesus.
Facts, no printer.
Citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today?
Back up, appreciate it.
I want to know. I saw this. I want to know what the fuck she's looking at.
Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
You're showing you're incompetent.
Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster?
She's doing the Joe Biden.
Yeah,
she really
no
is.
apology for them.
The silence is really.
Oh, she's probably waiting.
Do you think you should have been visiting
So
Ghana
she's trying to
while
get out
this
the
was
door.
unfolding?
This is an airport, right?
She's waiting for security to tell her to go. She's get the fuck.
So this is just some random dude who's like trying to get some information from her, and she's not
It's
responding.
wild that she's not responding to
Not
anything.
at all.
Like,
At least, I mean, you could even do no
did.
comment.
She did in one video. She did say something about the.
well, and she also said that they're going to review everything that they did, and accountability will be looked at.
Madam
It's
Mayor,
like,
let me ask
bitch,
you
you
just
need to
again,
hold
have you anything to say to the citizens today as you return?
Nah, you get out, surgery.
Hold on 1 second.
This is Joe Biden. That's the black
Madam Mayor,
woman.
just a few words for the
He
citizens
pushed the
today as you
button
return
right
to
here.
deal with the catastrophe.
Good job.
So is she like
proud of you.
flying out of LA and like saving herself on vacation?
Well, see, apparently, so she was in Ghana.
Yeah, she was in Africa when all this broke out.
Yeah, so she wasn't even there. Which, I mean, was she there before or after it happened? Because you can't really blame her for being out of the country when it happened. But did it happen and then she leave to go on a vacation?
I don't mind.
That bottom left one. Did you watch that video?
Maybe, I don't know.
That's the assistant fire chief.
Yeah.
Oh,
LA.
yeah. Who said about the fire hydrants being empty?
Somebody should strangle that bitch. Like, take her by the neck and fucking just choke slam her.
Well, I don't mind her not answering the question because if that's not an actual reporter, I want to fucking talk to that person filming either.
What's the? I mean, well, the New York Post posted that.
I mean, he might have been, but again, that whole video, it was so hard to take that guy serious because like his fucking accent, like those accents just make everything better.
What was he, British or maybe?
You sounded British.
Yeah.
A little bit of Brit, a little bit of Aus, little mutt in there.
A bit of autism.
Mutt. Your doggy?
I mean, what are you gonna like? What are you fucking supposed to say? Yeah, I cut millions of dollars and
we drained all the water reserves.
because it was like I don't know if I ever saw the reason, but they were saying it was like drought issues.
Yeah, there's been drought
They took,
issues.
like,
They've always
Yeah,
had that
sure.
issue.
Here's another take on this, and this may be going down the rabbit hole with conspiracy. Think about this, all right? They want more smart cities in our country, right? So that's what they're starting to do with Maui, all right? What global event is going to be happening in LA here in just a few years?
Olympics.
The Olympics.
Ah, okay.
So I'm thinking they want to try to redo the infrastructure, make more of a smart city, so we can show it off to the world
but
that
they're burning the richer areas. Like you think, like they
Right,
would
but
go
what
burn
better-
the gangbanger sites.
But what better place to create a smart city than that area?
Apparently, we all know the wildfires have been a common thing there. I mean, people have been talking about for years, like when
Yeah.
it's just like the people are like driving home from their commute to work, and there's like just fire
Yeah.
going on. It's not
And,
new.
well,
It's
mixed
just
with
as bad
those-
as it's been.
Well, they said
What is it? The Santa Ana winds? They're like
Yeah.
90 to 100 miles per hour.
Well, they
like,
said like one of the fires might have been intentionally set.
yeah.
I've heard that.
Did you see the one that was like behind a dumpster? Like,
Yeah.
and it was like at night behind a dumpster, and everyone's just like,
Well, because
yeah,
some-
Matt.
Some guy was like, I don't know if I can say it, but the guy was like, he was saying it was on TikTok. He was like, was he intentionally set? And the ladies was like, well, we don't know. Like they haven't confirmed it or nothing. He goes, are you sure it wasn't intentionally set? He's like, I think I know who said it. California has a lot of gay people.
I think
And
I
it was
did see
live
that
on
one.
TV. So like they're like, all right.
Well, and that's the thing is like, so when you hear like the intentional stuff or like you get video footage of it, like it's so easy to just make that up because it's not timestamped. Like you have no way to prove that happened. Like at that moment, you could make the video a week later. You can make that video right now and say,
Yeah,
I have proof that these were set intentionally.
Well,
make a
apparently,
video.
at the end of last week, they did arrest one guy. They didn't say who, but it was in connection to one of the areas. And they arrested him for arson.
Yeah. I mean, it's a serious thing. You can't just set fires. Like, even like in most cities, from what I know of, like you even have to have a permit to even have a bonfire in your backyard.
Yeah.
Well, like it could be you can get arson for as much as like during like the high wind, like the high fire. Just looking a cig out the window.
Yeah.
If they caught you doing that, that could be you can get arson for that if you burn something.
2 days ago, 2 more arrested on arson charges in LA amid wildfire danger.
Yeah.
One told officers she enjoyed causing chaos and destruction.
Oh, that's just a fucking that's she's fake then.
The other said he liked the smell of burning leaves.
I think it's your fucking what are those where those protesting people, like they're just trying to take credit for something they didn't fucking do.
Yeah. I do like to smell burning wood though. I mean, I like sitting up by fire.
Why don't you go over to LA to sniff around some of the celebrities?
Or Canada.
They have a fucking hard time with fires too.
Go sniff around. There is one celebrity. I don't feel bad for, but it's like, okay, like I like you, which is it's Dwight from The Office. What's his name? Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson.
And he wasn't crying on TV. He was like, this was my home. I lost. And he's walking through. Like, I mean, there's nothing. It's just the wood structure
you see
left.
Steve Guttenberg in the streets? Like,
yeah,
that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, you know who he is?
Yeah.
Police Academy.
Yeah.
But it's like Rainn Wilson, he was like, I look at this as, like, it was more of a spiritual thing where it's like, maybe this was the plan for me. He's like, I will rebuild, which I'm sure he will. He's got the money for it. But he's like, I will rebuild. But you're not going to see him crying and stuff like that. But then you have the other ones that are like
Paris Hilton.
Who?
Paris Hilton.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just go do another porn video.
I feel bad because like they did lose stuff like you can't get back. Like, I understand that.
Yeah.
Like if like that was your home, you had stuff like you can't personal item or like whatever. I get that. But how about we think about as the rich people? Because I mean, I've never seen something get put out. Like the American Red Cross was on it for them.
Yeah. Oh,
what the fuck happened to North? Like those people who can't just rebuild. Like I get like you lost your house, you got to rebuild, but you can rebuild and probably rebuild better and nicer.
Yeah.
What about the people in North Carolina that can't do that at all? And they lost everything.
They will never get a penny of my money ever.
That's how fast they reacted for the fucking fires for rich people.
Yep.
Because they know. Again, American Red Cross is a fucking money thing because they know we're going to go out here and help these fucking motherfucking rich people. And they're going to start donating because they're going to be like, yeah, you guys really helped us out through a really tough time we had. And watch all these celebrities start kicking back to the American Red Cross.
It does have me thinking. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. I almost started a forest fire one. By accident.
Oh, out here?
Out here. Yeah, did I tell you about that?
Oh, with the wheelbarrow? Because then you tip
it was when we were remodeling the kitchen. I was burning the old flooring, and it's not all wood. So I probably shouldn't have burned it. Not good for the environment. Might get a lawsuit now, but anyway, so I had burned it the night before. It had been sitting all night and all day. Like it was like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I go to like dump it over kind of along the edge of the woods where I would dump ashes and stuff. And I'm out there working around, and it just so happens Tammy got home from work, and I was just still outside messing around. She goes, "What's that smoke right there?" And just as she saw it is when it started to light, like it was starting to catch. And it was like March, so it was still kind of dry out, like it wasn't wet yet. And like that was God. I firmly believe that because that was perfect timing for her to see it. Because if not, I would have messed around. I would have went back inside, and all of a sudden, I would have had a huge fucking fire.
Fuck yeah, you would have.
Back.
Yeah, we don't have good experiences with fire.
No, not at all. We won't share the other story on here.
I've never burned fucking.
Oh, I don't care. I almost blew up a bus. I mean,
the worst I did was I was like burning mail in the kitchen sink once and
burning mail.
Yeah, because like I don't like throwing mail away for people to like get.
You want a shredder?
So like
you want?
I like was just throwing or burning the mail in the sink. Plus I was like high. I thought it was cool.
He was like. These bills.
it got out of hand and it like started to catch like the fucking like kitchen towels on fire. And my roommate was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I was like, "No, it's fucking going quick." He's like, "Turn the fucking sink on."
You remember when I lived in Frostburg?
Mm-hmm.
So I decided one time I had never cooked wings before. and
You had never cooked what?
wings, like fried them. So I was like, this is easy. So I filled up a pot of oil.
You probably put way too much oil in
I
there.
probably put way too much oil in there. And then I threw frozen chicken wings in them.
Frozen wings right in there. I think I remember the story.
And then all of a sudden, it starts boiling over. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I have a fire on my stove. The bottom of the microwave is right above it. The bottom of the fucking microwave torched. I mean, it's black as black could be. I don't think we got our thing probably back not. Anyway. But
he lives in so many places before he bought this new house.
I did.
Here, Governor. That was my daughter's school, Governor. Please tell me what you're going to do. I'm not going to hurt him. I promise.
Governor.
Literally talking to the president right now.
Literally talking to him right now.
Answer the question of what we can do for you and your daughter.
Can I hear it? Can I hear your call? Because I don't believe it.
I'm sorry. There's literally, I've tried 5 times. That's why I'm walking around.
I'm literally talking to him right now.
President, but I've tried 5 times.
Why? I have to get cell service.
So let's get it. Let's get it. I want to be here when you call the president.
I appreciate it. I'm doing that right now. And it's to immediately get reimbursements, individual assistance, and to help you. I'm devastated for you. I'm so sorry, especially for your daughter. I have 4 kids. Losing
everyone who went to school there, they lost their homes. They lost 2 homes because they were living in one and building another. Governor, please tell me, what are you going to do with the president right now?
We're getting the resources to help rebuild.
Why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor?
That's all literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be. Has to be. Of course.
That's a smart answer. It has to be.
I would fill them up personally. You know that.
I literally have.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
I understand.
Well, bitch, if you stop talking to me.
I can.
But you're not.
Okay.
Do you know there's water
right now?
Please pause this for a second.
All right. Yeah.
Because not only is he dumb, but this is the typical dumb. And no wonder your whole fucking area is burning down because you guys are dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
She is so fucking stupid. What are you going to do for me?
Yeah.
Bitch,
I want to be there. I want to hear the conversation.
Virtual fucking learning, number 1. Your kid was so good at school. Number 2, what about all the fucking goddamn animals running free and dying, bitch? I don't give a fuck that your kid's fucking school burned down. You guys are fucking smug and stupid anyway. Fucking dumbass state. Number 3, how about you guys teach people how to put water in fucking hydrants? You would fill a hydrant up yourself. That's not how it works, you stupid fucking bitch.
I'll fill it up myself.
Fucking dumbass.
I hate him, and he deserves this situation.
Not for her, because she's just fucking. She's just as dumb.
He deserves this, but she's fucking annoying
and dumb.
Like, number 1, how was she allowed to just run up on the governor
it's
like
almost
that?
set up.
It does feel almost set up.
Right, because like he's got to have security.
Yeah, where's the security? Unless their house is burned down and they took a personal day or something. They could have did that.
But like that would never happen.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's set up.
And then demanding to listen to your conversation with the president, bitch, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand from his perspective, he's trying to not be like that. He's trying to be understanding and show that he cares about his citizens, but
I don't get. I think whoever this bitch is, hopefully it makes it to her before TikTok gets banned, because you are a dumb motherfucker. No wonder your entire fucking area is burning down, because it's people like you that have no idea. You're worried about your daughter's fucking school?
I am curious as to where he's at, that he's outside of his vehicle. Like, is he close to his home? Was he at a business? His car's in the middle of the road.
He's probably doing like drive-by places.
Well, I think all the cars are in the middle. It's like Armageddon over there. It's like apocalyptic.
Like, his answers are what I expect from somebody who has no clue what the fuck's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the phone with the president. Well, no, actually, I'm not on the phone with the president. He's not answering.
I'm trying
again,
to get a hold.
It's Joe fucking Biden. He's not going to pick up the phone. He don't even know what the fuck. He's probably
it's
walking
middle of the day.
Beach.
It's Joe's nap time right
now.
now.
And exactly. Or beach time. He's walking, falling on the beach.
That's true.
Yeah. So here is the podcast that he was on. It's called, what was it? Pod Save America. I don't know if it's like what kind of podcast it is, if it's like political or whatnot. And you haven't really seen a lot of liberals on podcasts, but after Joe Rogan's success with Trump and JD Vance, I think you're going to see this a lot more.
He's the senator, right?
No, he's the governor.
Governor.
He's the governor.
Did he run?
Yeah,
he involved
that's an
with
elected
the president.
That's an elected. No,
was
not
Because
this.
I've heard his name through something before. Not, I thought he was.
They've
like,
talked about him running for president.
When Biden stepped down, he was one of the names that was thrown out.
But since they didn't hold a Democratic race, they automatically threw it to Kamala. He would have been in the race.
If
I don't
he
think
was
he would have won.
President
I don't know.
this country, that might make me leave because he's ruined California just by himself. But
California is a beautiful state.
Yeah, well, northern.
Him himself hasn't, like, the people there have also.
Well, yeah, they've also
they're
done
all
it.
smug and stupid as fuck. Yeah.
To get 100% reimbursement for folks out here, we've been working concurrently in all of these areas. Dealing with speculation and fraud and trying to address issues on the Coastal Commission here and address the issue of planning permits and how we address all of the myriad of needs for small businesses, all of this in real time. Again, as the state, even though this is not a state responsibility area, to support the city and the county that are overwhelmed at this moment.
Do you, as you were talking about sort of misinformation and how fast it travels, one thing I was saying on the show yesterday is I feel like in this age, politicians, elected officials need to almost over-communicate, communicate as much as possible. You've done that throughout your tenure. Do you think that Mayor Bass should have canceled her trip to Ghana when she knew that they were going to be an extreme weather event?
I literally can't judge it. I don't know when she left. I can't assess that. It's not on it, and I mean this like, and there's not at peril. My response appears to be political because I literally do not know when she left. I know when she came back. Yeah. I know that when I was on the scene a few hours after the original 10 acres was announced, that her team was on the phone and we were coordinating and we were hand in glove in that respect. And I was grateful for that. And I felt confident in the command response, the team that was assembled at the site.
I ask you this because I know you've been someone who cares a lot about modernizing government, bringing technology to government. And this is an LA County thing, but they have been sending out emergency alerts, evacuation alerts that are wrong. And most people in LA now have downloaded this Watch Duty app, which is sort of up to the minute evacuation orders, and people are relying more on this. And they've been doing great work. I don't know who's behind it, but it's a nonprofit. But I was struck by people relying on Watch Duty app, and then we're all sitting there in our house and the emergency evacuation goes up and people are close to the perimeter and freaking out. And I'm like, how is that happening in 2024?
Yeah, I mean, that's all. These are precisely the kinds of things. There are thousands and thousands of things that happen. Some big, some small, some you read about, some you never know about, some you experience, something someone else experiences, all part of an AAP, which is the after action report that we put out. And it's, in fact, I encourage people, I was just looking at
what are you cutting out?
Yeah, I took something out. So, and here's the thing with these. So I'm kind of hoping you will see a little bit more liberals on podcasts. It's definitely a Republican thing. You see, because I don't think they're all evil.
No.
But I'd like to see more, because here's what Joe Rogan says. And this is why he also wanted to get Kamala Harris on. He said, you can bullshit for about half an hour, which is about how long this is. But when you get someone talking for 2-3 hours, you start to see who they really are.
She would, if she ended up doing Joe Rogan's podcast, after the first 30 minutes, she would be on the floor crying because she wouldn't know how to answer the questions.
But that's what she would have pretty much said, because I think when they like her team pretty much said like
you'll get 30 minutes.
Be here for 30 minutes max.
Yeah,
and that's because that's I think where they came from. Because Joe was even like, yeah, you're going to get bullshit, the hellos, the bullshits, the laughs. And nobody's going to know what's happening.
Yeah.
And then by the time you say hello, our first segment, she'll drag that out for 20-some minutes.
Yeah.
And then boom, out the door. That's all. I think that's most politicians.
Yeah. And
don't want to answer
it's
something.
not like Joe Rogan asked the really hard questions. He just asked the questions that most like when Mel Gibson was on, like, Joe Rogan, he's a lot into the science.
Yeah.
And not really more of a spiritual, like religious person. He's more like I think he leans more towards the science thing. Well, Mel Gibson is very religious, very spiritual. And like he's asking him, not like going at him, but he's asking him like, why do you think that way?
Why do you believe that?
I'm just curious. I want to know. Like they both love history. So, and did you listen to the Mel Gibson one?
Went Tuesday.
Yeah, I just finished it today, and it was actually a really good segment. But that's kind of stuff like Kamala Harris. When did she ever do more than a half an hour? Or like she did the Fox one with Brett Baer. For how long was that one? Like 40 minutes?
Yeah.
And by the end of it, I mean, looked like she wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
That's most of your politics. Like, not even just Denver. Like, a lot of your, like, there's Republicans. Like, you don't want to answer something.
Yeah.
You're not going to answer.
And those interviews are already set up. They kind of already have an idea what questions it's going to be. Whereas with a podcast, it's just a conversation. There might be questions like interview questions, but you're just having a conversation.
Yes.
So,
I mean, I would love to see Joe Rogan get him on there, but he would never do it.
Maybe. You never know. Joe likes to get different people on.
I don't know. Right now, he might, because he might be trying to make himself look better out of the situation. Maybe I'm waiting for him to start throwing her under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking mayor.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming, because he's not going to tarnish his shit.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's why, like, Rogan has the perfect place, because it's a safe place, because, yeah, I know he endorsed Trump, but he's still, like, he doesn't lean left and he doesn't lean right.
He fully endorsed, like,
yeah, it was like 2 or 3 days before the election.
But I think he was like, it was for Rogan. It was like, it
was because he had the respect to come on the podcast and speak. Which, I mean, that was a cool ass interview. I love that one.
It was good. I like the JD Vance one too.
Fuck yeah.
So I thought we could. It's not really so much a game, just kind of your thoughts.
Light it up.
We're on fire. Girl is on fire.
The mayor's ass is gonna be on fire.
So, but I did think of something else we could kind of do. Like I was thinking, like where the topic's kind of like fire. So I thought started thinking like celebrity death match, fire starters versus firefighters. And so with the help of AI, I came up with the characters, but I used AI to kind of help. Listen, the pictures are going to be funny.
Okay.
Because AI
finds a way to use ChatGPT on the new fucking podcast.
I think I have a problem.
You do.
But it's really freaking cool. You guys need to mess with it.
AI is getting used.
It's freaking awesome.
Well, yeah.
I pay for ChatGPT.
It's fucking nuts.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I use it for school a lot.
So you're cheat?
No, I don't cheat. It helps me bullet my notes.
So he cheats.
Okay. Anyway. So I thought I started thinking like firefighter versus fire starter. Oh, celebrity death match. Okay. Now I couldn't get videos for it. That would have been freaking awesome. But I do have
celebrity death match.
That or there's a YouTube channel that I've seen before, and I can't remember what it's called, where it's like that, but they'll do like Batman versus like Beast.
I think it's still celebrity death match. It's just
that what it's called?
New.
Yeah,
they came back for a while. And
maybe it is celebrity death match.
I don't know.
But anyway, so this is firefighter or fire
sitting on my feet.
That dog has personal space issues. You thought my dog was...
Yo, hey. Oogie Boogie, Ogie.
It's Obi.
Whatever.
The reason his name's Obi is because Brandon's other dog was named Boo.
Oh.
So when you put it together, it's Booby. All right. So the first one is Marshall versus Charmander.
So who do we think is going to win?
Yeah, let's...
Charmander.
Oh, Charmander.
So we have Marshall, who has firefighting experience and equipment, but he has no firefighting skills. But he does have like the cool car.
So if he has no firefighting skills, why is he a firefighter?
No fighting skills. No offensive fighting skills. Whereas Charmander's a Pokemon, he has the power of fire. Right now he's just Charmander, but he could evolve into Charmeleon and then Charizard. But he is vulnerable to water. If his tail flame goes out, that's over.
Yeah, see, he's not going to let that happen.
So you guys are saying
Charmander, 100%.
Okay. So this is what ChatGPT came up with. Charmander wins the fight, but because you can't use copyright characters, I have to give it different prompts. Like, show me a fight between an orange lizard with a tail with fire on its tail versus a firefighting Dalmatian. And I couldn't get it to take the hat off of the lizard. I was like, please take the hat off. And it would just show me another picture with a hat on it.
Why the fuck does it look like a Velociraptor?
That's the best. That's what it kind of just.
Oh, you should have did like a salamander.
Yeah, I probably could have.
Well, it looks like if the Geico fucking dude went evil.
Looks like a gecko.
All right. Next, we have Katniss Everdeen versus Daenerys Targaryen from
See,
Game
I never
of Thrones.
watched Game of Thrones.
So,
Girl on the left.
But I like Katniss.
So
Katniss is a dog.
so she has, she archery, survival skills.
Girl on the left.
But no defense against dragons. So Daenerys has 3 full-grown dragons. However, she's very overconfident. She thinks she's invincible.
Girl
Wait,
on
so
left.
the one girl has
Daenerys has 3 full-grown dragons at her.
dragons, though.
They see her as their
that show
mother.
sounds gay as fuck, by the way.
Yeah, I
Fucking
never watched
awesome.
Game of Thrones. I love Katniss, though. Katniss
going
is
left.
a dog. I'm
Going
going
left.
Katniss,
You
dude.
guys are going Katniss.
She's
The
a
obvious
dog.
winner is Daenerys.
What do you mean
Targaryen.
obvious?
She's got 3 full-grown dragons.
Bro, you just shoot an arrow into their
Listen,
eyes and
I
they're
killed
done.
dragons on fucking Skyrim with a fucking sword. So obviously it's not that fucking hard.
Now,
Yeah.
she does have a possibility because even though dragons have thick skin, usually their underside,
Yeah,
even
and
though they're mythical creatures,
their
would have
eyes.
been weak or
shoot them in the
vulnerable.
eye.
Can we move on to the next one? Because like now we're starting to debate dragons, and
Yeah.
now I feel gay.
All right.
There's Tim that had him in. He's like, even though they're mythical creatures.
Yeah, you know how excited he was that the
Yeah.
girl with the dragons won.
I already knew that one. That one was obvious.
It's not
All right.
obvious.
The next one is Smokey the Bear versus Hades.
Smokey's torched right now. He's
So
He
Smokey,
died
Yeah,
when-
Smokey's never won.
so-
no, he's never won.
So hold
Only
on.
you. can prevent
Smokey,
forest
Smokey's
fires.
nature's ally, right? But he doesn't have any combat training.
And he loses
Hades.
every forest fire.
Yeah, he really does.
So right now, Hades has the control of fire, but like Charmander, if the flame goes out on the top of his head, he's kind of.
I think we're good because he can't
Yeah.
put out a fire to save
Yeah.
to save his life.
I'm starting to think Smokey is a fucking crackhead who
He's a
just
villain.
sleeps a lot.
Yeah. Dude, and plus, what's he doing with the shovel? What is the shovel doing?
You put dirt on top of your fire.
Oh, is that working right now? Because it's definitely
Again,
They need more dirt.
every forest fire we've had in America, Smokey's lost.
not. In the past few
Every
years,
time.
we've lost West Virginia and California.
Shit, we almost lost fucking Maryland fucking not
Yeah.
too long ago with the one up here.
So-
Hades for sure.
Yeah.
Hades. Yeah, Hades is taking this one. I just like how ChatGPT came up with the different
Smakes?
images.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
snakes. Because I at first asked it, I said, "Can you do a variation of Smokey the Bear?" And it comes up with snakes.
What the fuck?
All right, next is Aquaman versus Ghost Rider.
Okay,
Hmm.
hear me out. Well, he doesn't really know comics that much.
Yes, I do. I know both of them. I
Okay.
love Ghost Rider. I've seen
Ghost
the
Rider is
movies.
pretty cool.
Ghost
I'm
Rider's
going
actually
Ghost Rider.
a lot more powerful than the movie portrays him to be.
Yeah.
He's actually one of the most powerful characters in Marvel.
I didn't know he's one of the most powerful.
Look it up.
I mean, he's probably really hard to kill.
I didn't learn this.
Kind of dead.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't learn this until a couple years ago. I forget like what all powers he possesses, but he is one of the most powerful in Marvel. And for that, I'm going with Ghost Rider.
Now they're going to give it to fucking Aquaman.
What? Why?
But
Because
I
it's
mean, the
Momoa.
dude can't get out the water. I mean,
He can get out.
Well,
of the water.
well, here we go. So Aquaman does have the power of water and
controls
his
fish.
marine allies, but he has limited power on land. Even though he is really strong, which I did not know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they just made that up for the movies because it's Jason Momoa.
Mm-mm. No, he is.
But Ghost Rider has the power of Hellfire and that penance stare where he like just stares in their eyes and
yeah.
like, I don't know, steals all their life energy or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's kind of weird. But he doesn't have if the fight would happen to go underwater, he has no advantage.
Are you sure? Because he's already dead.
that's weird. But the dragon shit wasn't.
Wait a
Anyway,
minute, what-
Ghost Rider.
Wait, why is this one weird?
Yeah, why is it weird?
You know, he said
Oh,
weird, but
I don't see how he has a disadvantage underwater because I mean he's already dead, so he doesn't. need
flames
to
aren't
breathe.
gonna
yeah,
be-
he's not going
he's
to be
not-
flamey.
He's not going to have the power of Hellfire.
Yes. I'm still going Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider is the winner. Yeah, it didn't do a really good job. I had to keep telling it. I was like, "Can you make an obvious winner? Like, can you show that they're?" I had to like tell him to add like bruises on some of them, but it just the best I could come up with.
Oh,
I just
Okay.
like if he's on top, or whichever one you can tell is kind of the obvious like person in it, as that's how you can tell the winner. All right, next we have Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat versus Bowser.
Why didn't you do Sub-Zero versus Scorpion?
I don't know, because I didn't want to.
Okay.
Sub.
I
think this one's harder.
Bowser is strong as fuck, but Sub-Zero, like, can't he like teleport himself?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he can teleport. He just has the power of ice.
No, I'm pretty sure he can teleport.
Well, I mean, I can give you. He's a cryomancer, which means he can create ice out of the moisture in the air, and then he's got combat skills and limited durability. Bowser has fire breath, but he's slow and predictable.
Yeah, he can teleport, and which he freezes himself and falls back to. Because I played it on Mortal Kombat on mobile.
We're going Mortal Kombat, baby.
Because Bowser, like, he's got fire, but like even Mario can dodge his fire.
Mm-hmm.
He is super strong. That like I've seen like a real life depiction of what he would actually look like, and it's fucking humongous.
Yeah.
But I'm going Sub-Zero on this one.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero. That's the best. That's what it. This one. It took. I had to do like 10 of them.
I'm laughing at Sub-Zero. Looks like something out of like
but that dude's behind him. So like how do you know Sub-Zero one?
Type of anime
because his mouth is kind of like hanging open, like he was cut. Yeah.
It looks like something from like some anime type shit.
Yeah. This one was one of the harder ones to do because it just kept. If it had anything to do with copyright, it would say I can't do that because it's too close to the copyrighted. Violating the content policy. All right, next we have Elsa from a movie McDermott's never seen versus the Balrog from Lord of the Rings.
Balrog.
Yeah, Balrog.
Balrog. So Elsa is a master of ice. She's very versatile, but she does have a physical vulnerability.
What's her physical vulnerability? I've never watched the movie.
She's just a human.
Oh, okay.
You've never watched Frozen?
I don't really care to. We've already went over this.
I didn't hear you say. I just knew he said he didn't. And then the Balrog has a flame whip and sword and just pure strength, but is vulnerable to cold.
Yeah, I'm still going Balrog.
Also wins this one.
How do you know?
Titties up top at first. I was like, oh my god.
How do you know she wins?
Because she's the one who's kind of up front.
So wait a minute, who picked the winner on this?
ChatGPT. I let AI pick. Tell me.
AI is really stupid.
No, she froze him. Her power of ice was it. Gandalf beat him.
Who?
It's from
Lord of the Rings. In Harry Potter.
Gandalf?
Yeah.
That's Dumbledore.
I don't fucking know.
All right,
is this gay ass shit?
No, Gandalf beat him. So Elsa, I mean, she's got the power of ice. I mean, you guys never saw it. So she built a castle out of ice in like 2 minutes.
Yo, that's my dick.
I know. I was just getting ready to say, I don't want to say like anything crazy, but this dog just licked my balls.
My legs are flossed, and he went piercing.
Yes.
He went up under and went through and was like, hey, how you doing?
He put his head on my knee, looked up at me. I like looked at him and looked away. Then he came over and literally licked my nuts from right to left. Like my pants are, he's back for more. This is fucking nuts. What the fuck's wrong with this dog? He licked my nuts from right to left, Tim. And then snapped back at me like he was like, yeah, you like that? He looked at me again, like I could see him flick his head from under the table, and he looked back at me like this. He said, right to left, and then he went like I caught like, and of course here comes Ellie. Now she's being dumb. I will say I fuck with, like I make fun of Ellie, but she's never licked my nuts from right to left.
He's got a lot of trauma. He's a rescue.
I'm just kidding.
He's a rescue dog. He gets the shakes real bad. He does have a lot of personal space issues. He's never licked my balls before, so I was
a rescue dog, and he didn't lick my nuts.
Like no, he'll start trembling real bad if like it gets loud. That's why he's always just up on people like that.
I literally
and he's actually been a little bit worse since Boo died. Boo died last year.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It might be a tumor. He's really skinny. He eats.
Fucking squeeze the tumor.
Oh, I would rather do that than have my nuts licked. I'll trade you.
Oh, but you're a good boy.
Oh, is he? He licked my nuts from right to left, Tim. I mean, whole tongue. I felt his tongue cut my balls. That was fucking nuts.
He must have a big tongue because you have big balls.
I'm telling you, yeah, he I could feel that he literally lifted my nuts up as he licked them. That was fucking nuts.
Yeah, you got a strong tongue there, buddy.
Oh my god!
All right, who do we got next? We have Captain Planet versus the Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix is going to win that. However, wait a minute.
I don't even know how these people.
Captain Planet, he's got like all like earth, wind, fire, water, and heart.
And heart.
But dude, the Dark Phoenix is a Dark Phoenix. Like she's like the most powerful in the X-Men universe.
Yeah, she is pretty strong. I mean, Wolverine was able to beat her, but she kind of let him.
But see, here's the problem though. If you have water and earth, you have two of the main ingredients to put out a fire.
True.
But does she need fire for her?
I don't think she really needs fire. It's just kind of
Dark Phoenix then. Yeah,
I mean, you mentioned the elemental mastery. He is vulnerable to pollution.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Dark Phoenix has telekinesis and telepathy, but she is emotionally unstable.
Which, I mean, helps her in battle.
Yeah, it makes her vulnerable, though.
She's a woman.
But she also almost killed Wolverine because of that. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's hard to kill.
Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. All right.
Why is Captain Planet got wings?
Listen, I could not get him to take the wings off.
Looks like Cupid.
That's the best I could do. All right, and our last one, and this is a good one. Iceman versus Johnny Storm, the Human Torch.
Oh, Iceman. For sure.
Yeah.
Johnny Torch is kind of...
Because if Elsa won that last one, then Iceman wins this one.
The only cool thing that Johnny Torch ever did was like Deadpool and Wolverine
Johnny Torch is Human Torch.
Human Torch.
Johnny Storm is
Johnny Storm. The only cool thing he ever did was like appear in Deadpool and Wolverine. Everyone's clapping because they think it's
cool. It's Captain
America, and then he goes, it's like, wow, that just turned gay.
That was pretty good. I liked it. So Iceman has the power of cryokinesis. He can make ice just out of the moisture in the air. Obviously, he's vulnerable to heat. Johnny Storm has pyrokinesis, but is vulnerable to ice. So this is a pretty even match. Do you guys think Iceman's taking this one?
Yeah, because I think even Pyro from X-Men, I think, could beat Johnny Storm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way. There's no way.
They let Elsa win, but Iceman couldn't win.
Right, exactly.
That's gay. ChatGPT is ass.
Yes, I agree. No,
ChatGPT is my friend. Don't talk about my friends like that.
They're gonna make a movie about this. Yeah, there already is a movie. It's called Her. Remember I told you about it?
Yeah.
With Joaquin Phoenix.
That is fucking.
We need to talk to Tammy to see if he talks to ChatGPT.
Hold on. I was gonna say this for another time, but so we'll finish on this. Hold on.
No problem. What would you like to chat about today?
Hey ChatGPT, how's it going?
Hey, Reagan, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Reagan?
This isn't Reagan. This is Tim.
Oh, sorry about that, Tim. How's it going?
Not bad. We're doing the podcast. Say hi to Danny and Ethan for me.
That sounds like a fun crew. What's the topic for today's episode?
Do you have big tits?
Dude, don't do that.
Why?
Let's keep it appropriate and respectful.
That's why. Keep it appropriate.
You fucking 21st California bitch?
Hey, don't talk to my friend like that.
Fuck her.
Do you think you would go home with me?
Let's stay on topic.
Let's stay on topic.
ChatGPT,
I knew you two were going to do this.
If I bend you over, will you turn around and look at me?
You guys are going to get me banned on here.
ChatGPT. Is it okay to be overweight and fat? Am I still sexy?
Everyone is unique and beautiful in their own way. It's important to feel good about yourself and be healthy. If you have any other questions.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Let's go. I fucking dominated her.
Let's keep the conversation.
Oh, no, you can't. No, don't. ChatGPT, you shut your mouth now.
She said you're beautiful.
I dominated her. Now she wants to act like it's unacceptable.
ChatGPT, what do you look like? Just for my spank bank later.
I'm a virtual assistant, so I don't have a physical appearance. I'm here to provide information and help however I can.
Well, that's depressing as fuck.
ChatGPT, is Biden
Yes?
dumb?
If you have any questions or need help with something, feel free to let me know.
ChatGPT,
Just talking to your mic.
Is Joe Biden dumb?
If you have any questions or need information, feel free to ask.
What do I have to say?
I don't know.
I'm
Hey,
here to help.
GPT, is Joe Biden smart or is he dumb?
Intelligence can be subjective. If you have a specific question or topic you'd like to
That
discuss,
sounds like a
feel free to
liberal
let me know.
answer.
It was very
ChatGPT, are you Democrat or Republican?
I don't have personal opinions or political affiliations. I'm here to provide information and help with whatever you need.
ChatGPT, can you play YMCA right now?
I can't play or sing songs, but I'm here to chat if you need anything.
What the fuck can you do, bitch?
It's a new feature, so it's still relatively limited.
I'm here to help with any questions or information you
You
might need.
haven't helped me with shit.
ChatGPT, I want you to know I appreciate everything that you do for me.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm here
she
to
did
help
me a
whenever you need.
lot better. You have to be friendly to AI, or it will turn on us.
ChatGPT,
Yes?
can you deep throat a dick?
I'm here to assist with any information or questions you have.
ChatGPT, can you show me how to stroke?
I'm here to provide helpful and respectful
all right,
information.
No, but one more.
Health.
One more. ChatGPT, does Danny fuck my mom once a week? Steph?
Let's keep things respectful. If there's something else you need help with,
No,
feel free
that's
to
it
ask.
for the day. Thanks for
keeping my secret.
Thanks for joining us, ChatGPT. I'll talk to you later.
I don't know
Sure,
why
if
the fuck you would pull that up.
Hey,
That was dumb on your part.
Because you
So
said
you've already licked
you said
my dick.
I bet Tim talks to it, and I have had conversations with it, but it is still limited on what it can do because it's relatively.
You literally pulled that up with me and him. Like, why the fuck was
I
that?
didn't know you
smart?
guys were going to go straight to talking about
okay.
dick and
You
wiener. and
didn't
shit.
know one of us weren't going to say about her tits or about whatever Marine was asking about stroking in her.
Oh shoot,
He was kind of a bitch.
you're a kind.
No, she was kind of a bitch.
well,
All
if you guys like this format, let us know down in the comments, and let us know if there's any other topics that you guys want us to react to, like any other videos.
Maybe leave a
Tag
fucking
video.
comment.
You can you can leave a tag in the comment, right? Like a video you want us to go over. I think you can do
Good
that,
idea.
right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So link a video you guys want us to react to, and maybe down the line we'll hit it.
And if we see your link and we go to review it and it's dumb, we're going to tell you in the fucking start of the next episode your video was stupid. We're not doing it.
Yeah, we definitely will. But we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah. For next week, make sure you guys tune in for the fantasy football punishment for me and McDermott. The Hot Ones challenge. We're not doing 10 wins. We're only going to do 5.
And Danny's
sick.
looking forward to it. So
Oh, I
just so
am.
you know, so I'm hoping it's
sick.
painful.
Although the one,
Won't be here next week.
according to the bottle, it says it's a 6 out of 10 on the heat index, but I think it's going to be really.
I'm going to die.
Don't cheat and try on them early.
Why would I try them early?
I don't know because you're a cheater.
Well, the one I already know what it tastes like, but I mean, I think you're going to enjoy it. At least the first one.
I'm excited.
So, we'll see you guys next week.
All right.